Okay. So, welcome to our new moon healing circle for the new moon in Sagittarius. And tonight we're talking about all of the beautiful energy that is Sagittarius. And we're going to do a little Akashic journey because to me, that Sagittarius energy is all about being wide open and expansive. And you can't get much more wide open and expansive than in that Akashic realm. So it feels like that will be just an amazing asset to any healing work that you have to do with yourself. So, let's talk about that Sagittarius energy first. So, Sagittarius are known to have that wanderlust sense, right? They just enjoy the journey of things. And there's such beauty that we can learn from that, right? We can be faced with challenging times and circumstances and still choose to see the beauty in it. And that's really what Sagittarius kind of teaches us, to see the beauty in the journey, to find that inner child that is just curious by nature, that opens up into that expansiveness through that curiosity. Sagittarius loves to learn. They are the seekers, they're dreamers, they love to know. So they will seek out information and they love to understand the hows and whys things work. So they're filled with so much knowledge from their seeking. And when you combine all of that together, you get this beautiful sense of someone that is worldly beyond themselves. And that's kind of the energy that Sagittarius has, is they'll show up and in that fiery energy of Sagittarius, like they take up the space and they seem a little larger than life because they're carrying all of this with them. And that makes them so fun to be around because they know a little about a lot. They just naturally are always seeking to learn more. So they tend to have so much information that they are open and willing to share. And then they also tend to love being humorous, laughing, keeping things lighthearted, and really just sharing that with other people. And they don't get caught up in those things that tend to weigh other people down. They like to just kind of find the lightness and keep going. So Sagittarius is my rising sign. So I really love that energy. I feel like I embody that as a rising sign very well in the way that most people, I think, view me. If they don't know me, they see me, they even see the eclectic style that I have and get this sense of otherworldliness or like culture that maybe is a little different than the norm for the area, right? And that's part of that Sagittarius rising energy. So something about me when I have social situations that I'm getting into, like I fall back on that Sagittarius rising energy. And so I had a social function today. So I'm dressed in that way because I feel most comfortable that way and people seeing and viewing me that way. So understanding how Sagittarius plays a role in your life through your own chart can be beneficial in understanding how this might be influencing you at the moment. So, as a rising sign for me, it's me connecting into the energy and embodiment of that and how I am showing up for everyone outside of me, right? And if this is in a different house for you, then this is going to have a little bit different energy for you. But in general, Sagittarius energy is all about openness and expansiveness. It is really that, that joyful energy, that bubbly, joyful energy. I really think that is that Sagittarius vibe. I often said that if I had to choose a stone to be like a theme stone, it would be sunset sodalite. It's got sunstone and sodalite together. It blends that vivacious sunstone energy with that wisdom of sodalite. And it just has this beautiful, bubbly energy. And that to me is like that energy of Sagittarius. So it's easy to love all of the light aspects of that Sagittarian energy. But as we know, with every sign, there is shadow traits as well. So, on the other end of that Sagittarius energy, we get into this energy of judgment, of opinionated, of being closed off and disconnected. And even coming across as a know-it-all. So you shut down because you don't need to know anything outside of what you already know, right? I know what I know. So there is this other aspect. And when we look at the new moon energy, and especially for the purposes of healing, we look at the duality of the energy of the sign of the moon. So we're looking at the light aspect of Sagittarius energy and the shadow aspect of Sagittarius energy. So have you noticed lately when things have started making you feel a little bit constricted, when it starts to close you down, when it starts to close you off, or feel like burdensome or heavy? Those are going to be some of the signs that you might experience or witness when you're coming against something that is meant to be worked through for healing for you at this time. So right now, we are working with this energy in a way of just being in the recognition of what is current for you. So if you can think of perhaps something that has been in your awareness within the last couple of days that really highlights this, constriction, something that maybe starts to close off your energy, makes you defensive, right? This is going to be the signs of where you need to open up and expand. And this is where it becomes the challenge in the healing, because when we are activating those defenses that make us constrict, it's out of protection, right? It's a natural response out of protection. We're trying to protect a piece of us that is vulnerable and feeling vulnerable. So we constrict and we close off and we shut down and we close in and we go within and we hide away and we tuck in. We make ourselves smaller so that we can protect and preserve. But really, the most powerful thing to do in that moment is to crack wide open. And that cracking wide open is that energy that we're going to feel into in the Akashic journey today. So this energy is really the opening up to that infinite flow of abundance. And when we're in that state, when we're in that flow state, it really shifts our energy to be in a place that lets us let go of the heaviness, the burdens, the things that are challenging us, and see the larger picture that allows us to rise above that. It's not bypassing the work that we need to do, because we are aware of the constriction, the closed off, and we are working with our own inner dialogue to get to this place of seeing things from a different perspective. And so this is part of doing the inner work, the inner shadow work. So Sagittarius is a fire sign. And fire signs are all about initiating change and transformation. And definitely feel that with this energy too. So we are wanting to initiate a change. We are wanting to initiate a transformation. If you're feeling tired of yourself, right? Of cycles that you find that have been repetitive for you, that can be another thing that you're noticing with this new moon energy, is like you're feeling into a cycle that you've recognized that you've carried for a long time, and you're just kind of over it and you're finally choosing something else. Like that is very Sagittarius new moon healing energy right now. So as a fire sign, it connects to the will of our spirit, right? That is what fire is. It is connecting to our will, our solar plexus, our fiery center, our inner flame. So for healing purposes, we want to work with nurturing energies for that inner flame. What lights your soul on fire? What feeds and nourishes your soul? Those are the energies and the healings that we want to focus on to help us connect into that a little bit more. So tonight's journey is simply going to be about opening up, and being in a state of expansion so that you can let go of whatever might be burdening you or weighing you down, so that you can experience the openness and the expansiveness of that energy. So when we lay things down, we're practicing that art of surrender. And that is an important piece of the journey. And that surrender can only happen when we are grounded and connected and allowing ourselves to lay it down, recognizing we have that capability, that we don't have to shoulder or burden things all on our own. So this is a lesson that I just recently went through myself, and I was just sharing with Joe, Mama Joe earlier about my own little journey that I experienced around this. And um, just the trauma response within me, where when things arise, challenges happen, like I take it all on myself and I just do everything myself because I don't want to have to rely on anyone else to help me. Because so often in my earlier time period of life, I didn't have support, I didn't have help, I had to do everything all on my own. So it's become a very easy kind of transition for me to just step into that version of myself where I just do everything myself and completely hyper independent. But what happens is I go through these challenging things and take it all on myself and burden it all on myself, and then I burn out after. And then it takes me even longer to get back to work, to get back to a sense of normalcy, to get back to balance within myself. And this time it was different for me. This time I recognized that I don't have to take it all on myself. I don't have to do it all on my own, that I can allow myself to receive support. And that was such a huge shift for me. So that was my big expansion moment in this new moon healing energy that really allowed me to shift from that hyper independence trauma response into a person that is now able to recognize when that is occurring and being able to relax and soften and allow myself to receive support. And what happened was I went through challenging situations and was able to step right back into life, still at peace, still in harmony, still in flow, because I didn't have to spiral into burnout. And that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. I wish that everyone could learn to not have to spiral into burnout because it's terrible. But that was it. That was a huge transition for me in the face of, dealing with challenges and things with my children. So that was really powerful for me to go through at this time. And I feel like it's part of this expansive energy that we're shifting into with this Sagittarian energy. So we are looking at how we're breaking the cycles and how we're opening up and expanding and being able to open up to receive support is definitely expansion in my book. So it might not be for you, but for me, it most definitely is. So tonight's journey is just going to be a simple, kind of open-ended journey just into the energy of the Akashic realm. Because when you are in the frequency of that, there is healing just happening as it needs to. And it's more spontaneous, it's more individualized. We don't have to have a specific purpose. We don't have to have a specific question. We don't have to journey to the Akashic records. We can just journey to the Akashic realm to sit in and be in the energy of the Akash, the etheric realm that just allows for the celestial energy to move through and be channeled through. And that in and of itself opens us up to this expansive frequency that allows us to just be in flow. And that energy goes to work in whatever way it needs to within you. And so that's also the beautiful aspect of this, because you don't have to focus on needing to know. You can just trust that the energy will know, and trust that it'll move through you the way that it needs to. Akashic work is some of my most favorite work. And sometimes I forget how great it feels until I connect back into it. And I'm like, why have I not been connecting to this every day? I need to connect to this every day. Um, it's it's just wide open, beautiful energy. Actually, I want to share this image real quick. So this is sitting here. And I know this is from before, but it says dream a beautiful dream. And it's got the picture of the earth. And you can see the little circles of the flower of life all through it and the golden energy around it. So when I connect into the earth star, and I plug into that golden thread of energy within the earth, like that is exactly what I visualize. And that was before I ever even had these cards. So, like that card to me, I keep it on my desk because I love having it as a visual. But that energy of connection that runs so deep, it's like this infinite flow of energy, the energy of abundance, of infinite connection. So we're also going to be working with the figure eight energy flow. So just know it's simple, figure eight, infinity sign, right? Energy flow. So we're going to be working with that. So it's the figure eight that goes above the crown and it crosses at the heart and circles down under the root to connect to the earth star. So if you can imagine the poles of the soul star above the crown and the earth star within the earth, and that crossover line being at the heart center, being the bridge, that is the figure eight flow of energy in our energy body. So that is going to be the symbol that we work with in this Akashic realm, to really open up to that flow of energy. Other than that, you don't have to have any previous experience or knowledge or anything. I will walk you through it and just allow for the beautiful process to unfold. I am going to pause to take a drink because I still don't have my normal voice yet. I cannot wait for it to return. All right. So, taking a few moments to just get comfortable because this is going to be a little bit of a journey for you. So, if you want to lay down, you're welcome to turn your cameras off and lay down. Not going to be doing anything fancy. It's just me sitting here talking. So, let yourself get comfortable. If you want to lay down for this journey, you can lay down. If you want to stay seated, you can stay seated. And this energy flow, we're first going to focus on the surrender, right? That feeling into that abundance within the earth. And then we'll be expanding up and into that Akashic energy so that it is really meeting that expansiveness, that infinite abundance and potential and possibility of all things, right? So, taking a few moments to just get comfortable and begin to tune into your breath, allowing yourself to settle. And perhaps squeezing the body tight, just making fists, curling the toes, squeezing the arms in, just tightening all the muscles that you can tighten. And then as you exhale, release everything. And allowing yourself to follow the flow of the breath as it moves in and out of the body. Just allowing yourself to become aware of the sensation of your breath as it's entering the body, feeling how it travels through the chest and bringing it down into the belly, allowing the breath to deepen. And following a rhythm of deep breathing that is comfortable for you. Slowly inhaling and lengthening lengthening the breath as you breathe into the belly and allowing yourself to exhale fully and completely. And noticing with each exhalation how there's a gentle letting go. Noticing the tension leaving the body with each exhalation. Noticing a quieting of the mind with each exhalation. And now noticing the light within you with each inhalation as you follow the breath down into the belly. Becoming aware of the central column of light within, that space just in front of the spine that stretches the entire length of the spine. As you breathe into that light, that space, connecting into the stream of your own energetic being, your own light body self. Begin to send this energy now down past the tailbone, down into the earth beneath you, connecting into that earth star chakra beneath you. That beautiful glowing orb of energy within the earth that anchors you and connects you here to this earthly time, place, and space. And as you send your energy down into this orb of light within the earth, you allow yourself to sink deeper and deeper into this energy of the earth, allowing yourself to feel more grounded and anchored as you begin to visualize streams of energy extending from the tailbone, from the backs of your legs, from your feet, from each of the branches of your spine. All these little threads of energy extending down into the earth, anchoring you and tethering you to this earthly realm, plugging you into this earth star energy from head to toe, offering this deeply grounding, nurturing, comforting, supportive energy as you release and let go, feeling held and supported completely on the earth. Feeling the weight of your body being held and supported completely by the earth. Feeling all the emotions that are within you being held and supported completely by the earth. All of your thoughts being held and supported completely by the earth. allowing yourself to fully surrender into being held and supported completely by the earth. And in this deep surrendering and letting go, feeling into that deeper connection of the earth, the thread of light that is woven within the earth, connecting every living thing, including you in this moment. As you allow yourself to melt into this oneness within the Earth Star, connecting into this thread of energy that is woven throughout the entire planet, connecting the trees and the animals and the plants, the people, the water, the earth, the rocks, everything all connected. Threads of energy woven around each thing in vibrational connection to you. You are part of the oneness of the all, completely held, completely supported, completely immersed in that sense of belonging, of true connection. The vastness and openness of this connection now flowing through you, in the recognition of the abundance of being connected to all things, being part of the all in things. As another layer of surrender is being offered, letting go of anything that makes you feel separate. Melding into oneness within the earth, fully held and supported, nurtured and nourished, knowing that all things are provided for you, and you simply get to just be. And taking a moment to let go and surrender anything else that you are ready to lay down now. Anything that has been weighing on you, that has felt burdensome, that has been stressful or challenging, but maybe you don't know how to move through something, or maybe you're feeling stuck. Just turning it over, just releasing it, letting go, so that you can embrace this energy of oneness even deeper. And in this infinite connection of all things, we begin to send this energy up through that central column of light, up through the spine, feeling this resurgence of energy that is rejuvenating, replenishing and renewing to the light body self that is you, to that light energy within you, and allowing that energy to rise up through that central column of light as you begin to breathe into your light body self, bringing your awareness back to the edges that are you, the light body you, the energy you, the soul you. Breathing this energy in, yet still remaining with your connection to that oneness, to that all energy, but yet defining the edges of you as you expand upwards now beyond the central column of light of your light body self, beyond the energy of the soul star above you. Connecting into that divine energy that is your unique imprint, that is the fractal light energy of your divine essence, your highest self, your most divine self, the you that you strive to be, the you that you really already are. The remembering of this as this energy of your soul star is now streaming through your central column of light, through your memories, through your cells, through your DNA, remembering and awakening to these higher frequencies of light coded energy that is part of you, part of your unique essence and light signature here on earth. Breathing it in, letting it clear, sending it down through that central column, weaving it around your chakras, seeing it flow through the meridian channels, seeing it light up like stars within the body as that awakening to that light energy begins to happen within, feeling that tingle, that effervescence, that sparkle inside. As we begin to shift the energy up beyond the soul star, reaching up beyond that into the Akashic realm, opening up to the infinite potential and possibility of the golden light frequency. Beginning to visualize that golden light pouring down through the crown, sending that golden light through the central column, feeling like champagne bubbles as it flows down that central column of light, lifting your vibrational frequency and connecting that energy all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to that Earth Star chakra. Connecting that beautiful golden light all the way down to that Earth Star energy. opening you up to that infinite possibility and potential. Allowing for that energy to begin to flow freely through that central column, feeling it as it flows down from the Akashic realm all the way down, infusing your light body self with this golden light as it connects into that earth star chakra energy beneath you, your earthly imprint here, and beginning to feel it as it merges and rises back up, now coming from the earth and rising up within you, and feeling this infinite flow of energy. And just allowing yourself to sit in this flow of energy. Recognizing that it comes from this infinite well. You don't have to generate or do anything. You are always connected to this energy. You just have to tune in. There is infinite supply here. There is infinite abundance here. There is pure connection here. And in this flow, you can begin to visualize that figure 8 energy as it crosses over the heart space, bridging the above and the below as this energy is flowing through you, and feeling that figure 8 energy within your light body self, extending down to the crystalline core of Mother Earth and extending up into the Akashic realm, recognizing you as the bridge of the above and below here, you as that anchor of light energy here, that light being, and allowing yourself to just breathe in this energy, to just be in this energy, to allow this energy to stir and awaken within you whatever is needed most for you and your healing at this time, to help you open and expand and step into your own light more. And in this moment, I want you to take a few moments to just witness what it feels like to be in this expansive energy, to notice the difference of how you felt before and how you're feeling now. And what can that teach you? What does that make you aware of? How can you keep choosing expansion? How can you keep choosing openness? How can you keep choosing light? How can you keep choosing love? Hmm. What karmic cycles are ready to end for you at this time? Are you willing to lay it down? Are you willing to let it go? To step into this beautiful energy? To trust and know that this beautiful energy is here for you, to hold you, to support you, to nurture you. Mm. Recognizing that you are standing at the edge of a new beginning, a new way of being, a new way of seeing, a new way of living, a new way of loving. What does that look like for you? I bet it looks a lot like stepping more into your higher self, of anchoring more light here. Taking a few moments now to begin to bring your awareness and your focus to your heart center. Breathing this energy in and out of your heart space, allowing yourself to be in complete coherence with this Akashic energy. Feeling, visualizing the breath moving in and out of the heart space in this frequency. Feeling it flow through the heart space now, clearing and opening anything at the heart center that will help you to embody this more fully. And now taking a moment to draw the energy back in as we pull that energy down, 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 down to the heart center. And as we pull the energy up from the earth, up, up, up into the heart center, as we begin to disconnect from these etheric realms and come back into being within our own heart space, centering and focusing on the energy within your own heart. Knowing there's always cords of connections to these etheric, energetic orbs of infinite energy. But we must anchor back now into our heart, coming back more and more into our physical body with each breath, feeling the rise and fall of your chest with each breath, feeling the connection of the energy as it still flows through you. And it is still expressed here at your heart center. As you breathe into that central column of light, recognizing that it rests in front of your spine, as you begin to feel into the length of your spine, as you feel into the muscles around your spine, to the back of the body, to the front of your body, bringing the awareness to your entire physical body, from your head to your fingertips, to your toes, becoming aware of your entire physical body. And now gently and slowly opening the eyes, becoming aware of your physical space here and where you are, anchoring yourself back into this present moment, back into this space and time, and repeating your name to yourself 3 times to call yourself back to presence. And welcome back. I know that you're carrying a lot of this energy still with you, and that is the point. I wanted to keep some of that energy with you so it can continue to work with you tonight. So while we're bringing ourselves back to presence, we are still holding this energy within us. And if it feels like it's too much for you, you can ground it. You can send it down to the earth. You can visualize it streaming from the hands down to the earth, go to healing Mother Earth. You can send it out of the bottoms of your feet to the earth, through your etheric cord, from your root chakra down to the earth. You can use grounding stones like hematite or garnet or red jasper or obsidian to help ground the energy if you need to. But really, I want you to try to sit with this energy and allow this energy to do the work that it needs within you. The more that you can sit in this frequency and be comfortable in this frequency, the more openness and expansiveness you experience. It feels vastly different when you start to when you end, right? So, do you notice a difference in how you feel, in your perception, in your awareness of your inner capacity of being, right? It grows because you have grown your energy. You've grown your capacity of holding energy, of holding space, of holding a frequency that's much higher and deeper than just you as a single human being. but the energy that you can hold as you, as a light being here on earth, anchored and connected. You can channel this energy, you can hold this energy, you can be in this energy, and you can open up to the infinite expansiveness of this energy at any time. So when you're feeling stuck, when you're feeling stagnant, when you're feeling disconnected, when you're feeling closed off or constricted, when you're being faced with challenges that are maybe closing you down or causing you to shut down, coming into this practice of just being in the energy can be so healing because it's showing you how to open and how to expand. And when you pay attention to the inner dialogue that is happening, to the things that rise up in your mind, to the things that you maybe become aware of, and the differences in how you're feeling, it's teaching you and it's showing you what you need to let go of and what you need to work towards. This is the expansiveness and the learning that Sagittarius loves. It's otherworldly and it is open to that infinite wisdom, right? And that is definitely a love for a seeker, Sagittarius. So open up to this practice. Repeat it as many times as you'd like. I love being in the flow of that Akashic energy, but I know if you're not familiar with it, it can feel like a lot because it is such a high frequency. And if you're not accustomed to that, it can cause some jitteriness. It can cause some excess energy. So, by all means, take care of you, ground if you need to, or stay in that energy if it feels good to you. I would love to hear if anyone would like to share what you feel, what you notice with that energy. Do you want to share? Do you have words? Are you speechless? No words. Absolutely love it. Yes. Oh, I'm glad, Britt. I'm glad you joined in time to catch this. Yes, it's such amazing energy. So as I was going through it, I actually my one of my crystal skulls, this little guy, he's actually a rutiel quartz. Has got the golden threads in there. Let's see, I'm terrible at this, but I think you can see the threads in there. So this energy of this guy, this is my special skull. This is carved by Leandro Salzo. He is a master skull carver and he is incredible. You can look him up on Facebook. He does videos of his carvings and like he really works with speaking to the essence of the stones as he does the carvings, and there is definitely a difference when it comes to owning one of his pieces. But this one specifically was calling me from my little desk shelf right here, and it felt so fitting because the golden ray energy, like the golden threads in the skull and rutiel quartz, especially the gold, for me, it represents our karmic ties. And so immediately when I grabbed him, it was like, oh, we're releasing karmic cycles right now. This is part of the ending. This is part of the moving into the next chapter. So that piece came in from the wisdom of my little skull friend here. So I thank him for that. I love working with channeling through them because there's so much wisdom to be had. Yes, Brittany, you're making chicken nuggets. That's hilarious. Look, so part of, and something that you absolutely learn, especially in shamanic work, right? It's all about being able to have one foot in the other realm and one foot present here. And you can absolutely make chicken nuggets in a trance state. Just please don't burn your house down. make sure you are still present in the world. But yes, I love, that's one of the things that I love about doing shamanic work is that ability, and that ability grows as you practice it, right? So being able to drop into a meditative trance state while also being present and doing other things is definitely something that is a learned technique and process. But yes, I love it. I so easily drop into meditations and feelings and coming into that energy that it's a just, I mean, that's a normal thing for me. But I think as body workers, that it comes a little bit more easily to us because we're used to kind of doing that in our sessions anyway, being intuitively connected and listening to the body on the table, but then also being present and aware of like where our hands are at and what we're doing. So we have this extra practice we get, as body workers. So yes, I love working with Akashic energy. And so for for the Akashic work, I feel like I was born living one foot out. Yes. Yes. Definitely, definitely. Um, the Akashic work, for those that are in the apprenticeship circle, that's going to be part of our Shamanic Reiki level 3. We'll be doing more of the Akashic journey stuff and learning how to connect more into that and bringing that and weaving that into Shamanic Reiki. So that is coming up later next year. So yay. All right. That is our new moon and Sagittarius energy, our healing of just being and opening and expanding and allowing ourselves to let go of the things we need to let go of, to put the shit down that needs to be put down. How much longer are you going to carry the same stuff with you? Right? So put it down and let's start this next chapter. Yes. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for those that watched the replay. Let me know how this was for you. I apologize for my voice. I hope by our next video, my voice will be back to normal. But thank you so much for joining, and enjoy the vibe of the Sagittarian energy. I
That
know
was
I
so
am.
beautiful. Thank you.
Well, thank you. All right. Good night, guys.